Alright guys, not a day to ride obviously, a good amount of rain, so you probably saw my other video that I got a flat tire on the last ride, luckily in my neighborhood. So I gotta try to figure out how to fix this. The hard part was trying to get the bike up. I didn't want to flip it over, you know, on the handlebars and rest on the seat. So ended up using, sorry about the messy garage, this jack, you know, car jack, and putting on the foot pegs, but I reversed them and inverted them, so you know, you can see here that pushing upwards is now like a lift point. I try to get it as close as I can to the frame. Alright, that worked out freaking awesome. The good news is I didn't have to unplug the motor wire. That was a big piece I was worried about. Enough slack, just undo all the zip ties. So rotor side down, gear up. I use these tire tools to wedge in and pull the rubber rim, the tire off the rim, and then try and get that tube out. Alright, got the tire tube out. It's pretty easy to do, just gotta wedge it above the rim, above the wheel, and get that tube out. Alright, emailed the seller Bryson about the 4.5/5.0 tire inner tube. Nothing yet, but just reading more on this specific tube from the Amazon seller, stating that the 20 by 4.0 can go up to 4.5 and even 5.0 tires. So we'll see what happens. I did put it in and deflate it to 12 psi. So far so good. Went back on nicely. The tire beads are perfectly flush on the rim. So I'm gonna keep going. Put the tire back onto the frame and then deflate it up to 20, maybe even up to 25 psi. All right, I think we have success. Buttoned everything back up. I did use a torque wrench to torque down the bolts to 36 foot-pounds. Forgot to put on the derailleur guard, but that's not even needed. It's really needed for shipping. I don't really care about that. Looks better without it, actually. I mean, it's got a kickstand, so you're not going to lay it down on that side. Adjusted the brake because I had it off. Had the battery off just to keep it lighter. Click the battery back in. All zip ties on. Let's go into walking mode. If you don't know about this, it's that minus sign. Just hold it down 3 seconds. Goes up to, looks like 6 miles an hour. It's kind of fast for walking, but everything looks true. I don't see any wobbles on the wheel itself, so it's pretty much centered. The tire is actually on better. Not too much wobble, but I think it's going to do well. Let's crank it up. Brake. Throttle. Hold on a second. Let's do 3. Yep. I think we're set. I don't hear any strange noises. Moving pretty good. There's no drag, just like before. Sweet. Right now it's got, what did I say, 12 psi. I'm going to load it up to 20 and see what happens. Alright, it's got 20 psi, no problem. Spun it. Now I put in 25.5. Normally run 27, 28. I'm gonna keep it right there. Gauge looks pretty solid. It is not losing any pressure. All right, we'll keep it at that. .25.5 psi. Just crank it up. And I'll take off the jacks and give a bounce on the shocks. I only have 57% battery, so probably hit like 38, 40 miles an hour. Free spin hit 49.50. I don't feel any wobbles, so it's actually a lot better than when it was stock. There's some wobbles when it was from the factory. Wait. Alright. Tube change completed. I think there's a good amount of air in there for now. It's not losing anything. I don't hear any hissing. But effort level, at least for me, out of 10, it's gonna suck. Didn't really enjoy it. About a 7, 8. But yep, exhausting. I'm just gonna sit on the bike and give maybe a test ride tomorrow.